Hold on. Okay. Keeping all of this really simple. It looks like we have some new people in here too that have just joined us in May. So a big welcome to you guys. I'll try to run through the entire thought process then for the people that are just joining us this month. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Assuming everyone can hear. So I want to cover ETH first, then I'll go over the short setup that I posted yesterday. Okay, so for those that have been here for a little while, you know that the entire process is just based off of one pattern. So all I'm doing here is marking accumulation or distribution and then marking areas of liquidity. So we have a sweep here, a sweep just here. This is the high that swept that low. Okay, so let's mark this out too. Bear with me. So you can kind of see the thought process being marked out. So we have pocket of liquidity taken up the top here, right at the top of range highs. We've taken out all these highs too. So now is not the time to be looking for longs. Doesn't mean that we are necessarily going to get short. However, we have a solid short setup. You can see we took the high, we broke structure here, we came up, we took out these equal highs. We retested the raid candle, the candle that actually took the high. So all the orders in here have been mitigated, and now it looks like we're going to start selling off. So if you look through this leg, we don't have any accumulation in here. So if we are going to drop down, there's no reason to really stop inside of this leg. Okay, but if we go further down, you can see this is the accumulation that brought this leg up that we haven't yet retested. So the thought process is pretty simple. We've had our run up, we've taken out range highs, we've taken out liquidity. Then we've gotten a drop and a close below the low that took out that liquidity. Now we are redistributing. So we take out these equal highs into the raid candle and then we're starting to drop some more. So obviously we're not going to buy into the highs. The best thing to do is to wait for the highs to get taken. Not necessarily looking for a reversal, but if we get distribution like what we're seeing here, that generally means price is going to reverse. It doesn't mean that we're going to target these lows all the way down here. What it means is that the next obvious destination for price to reach towards would be the previous area of accumulation, which is all the way down here. Okay, so we have these equal lows resting just above this untested accumulation. So I think this is the around 1600 is the next obvious spot for price to go towards. Pretty simple stuff. So this is the setup that we took right here. I don't really take flags or trade flags on their own, but when they're in line with a setup like this, where we have all of this liquidity taken, a broken structure just here, okay, and then another sweep, and right here is a solid short on the breakdown and retest, which is what we got right here, and that was the short trigger. Okay, so we now also have these equal lows resting there, and we also have this as well. So I think today we might get a run up here, something like that. If we do get an opportunity to short here, so if we on the lower time frames run up and distribute something like that, then I'll look to compound into my short. But as long as this high doesn't get invalidated, then I think we continue to head down. So that's ETH. Pretty simple stuff, just using the exact same pattern everywhere. So a sweep up the top, a break in structure here, a sweep of these equal highs, a break in structure here, and then on the lower time frames where we actually got our trigger, right here we got another sweep and another break in structure, as well as that flag break. Yeah. Comprende? If you did join during May and you haven't gone over the content yet, like all the strategy documents, I definitely think you should. I'm recording it, Rick. So, yeah, all of the streams here will be posted pretty much right after. And then Nuggets will also do a condensed version. Okay, so that's ETH. Reaching a resistance, distributing. The next obvious destination for us to head towards is the previous area of accumulation, which is right here. Really simple stuff. So looking to hold on to my short that we caught up here. Waiting to see if today or tomorrow we can get a sweep of a key high. So this high here is what I'm looking at. If we do get that sweep, looking for more distribution to compound into the short. Once we reach into 1600, if we get some solid accumulation here on the H1 or H4, then looking to cut all the shorts and long into about 2400. If we don't get the accumulation there, then I would expect it to continue to drop down to 13. And then it's the exact same thing. So if we drop into 13 right here into this accumulation, and we don't get a move like this, so a sweep of this level followed by a break in structure. If we don't get something like that, then we head all the way down into here. So we're at range highs. We're seeing obvious distribution. Now is the time to be looking for shorts. Only letting go of that short bias once we see reaccumulation at previous areas of accumulation. All right. Sick. BTC is a little bit trickier, so so the PA that we saw at the bottom is much cleaner than ETH. So we have a sweep of all these key lows followed by a break in structure. Then we come down, take out this low and this low, sweep it, and then get another break in structure here. We're yet to retest here or here since this up leg. And like ETH, it looks like that we're starting to get some distribution here on the H4. So we have a sweep there. Not quite a break in structure there. So if we get a daily or weekly close below this level, then once price starts to retest in this range here, then we can start to look for more shorts. But for now, it looks like ETH is the cleaner chart. So no point really overexposing myself while there isn't really a clean setup. So if we get the daily or weekly close, looking for redistribution inside of this leg here. If we get that, then looking to short into this key low or into the previous accumulation that hasn't yet been tested. So around this level. And it's also in line with this trend line too. So if we, like ETH, if we come down here, we get a sweep of a level followed by a break in structure, something like that. Then looking to swing long into about 32, 33K. If we don't get that, however, and we continue to break down, like if we get a retest and some more distribution here, then looking at all of these lows. But for now, as long as this or this structure here holds, then I think we should assume that the uptrend is going to continue, at least on the higher time frames. Yep. It's BTC. This is what I was chatting to Doe about in chat. I'm a little bit iffy on the short bias simply because the dollar looks so fucking shit. I could be wrong. It could be consolidating here for another leg up. But if we take a look at this, all of these lows down here, it doesn't really make sense for a bottom to form here. We got some nice shorts in risk once we took out this low and we got this break in structure. But after we took out these equal highs here and then started to distribute, so we took out the equal highs, then breaking below the low that took those highs. Once we got that and we continued to sell off, we were looking for longs back inside this range. But now that we've come down and we've actually taken this low, and now we have a bunch of equal lows here, it has me thinking that we're going to see another leg down. The issue with that is that if we do get another leg down, where's the next place that price is probably going to retest? Well, there's no accumulation in this leg here. So if we had a sweep here and then a break, then I would say, okay, this would be the next level for price to reach towards. Because we haven't gotten that, the next accumulation is all the way down here at about $98, which if I'm going short on BTC and ETH, this obviously isn't what I want to see. So just keeping that in mind. So even if we do get a leg up here, I won't be confident that this area is going to hold unless we get a weekly close above. If we get that weekly close above and then we retrace a leg up, something like that, then I would be a little bit more confident in my BTC and ETH shorts. But for now, especially with CPI coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if we just run these lows. Okay, if that happens and we don't get any accumulation below them, then I think we head all the way down to about $98. Okay, but I'm not trading the dollar. I'm trading BTC and ETH, and we've seen how these assets can kind of diverge away from the dollar, at least in the short term. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the ETH and BTC bias is wrong. Okay. So yes. Let me see. A lot of chop inside this range. I was thinking, honestly, after we took out these equal highs, or those equal highs, and we saw the drop here, I was thinking that that was just going to be the top, but we've come back up and we've pretty much taken out this high. This is not what a continuation to the downside really looks like at all. I think the next obvious thing for us to do would be to run out these highs. If we get some distribution after that, so if we take out the highs and then we get a lower time frame sweep and break in structure, then we can look at re-entering swing shorts. But for now, I think, especially after taking this low here, the next obvious place for us to go is above these highs. If we run up and we don't start to distribute here, then we've got this key high and we have some distribution here that we need to test. So being a little bit wary of that. So BTC and ETH both printing obvious short setups, and a lot of alts looking quite similar, but at the same time you've got ES that looks like it can make another leg up, and the dollar that looks like it can make another leg down. Both really not ideal for our short scenarios, but either way, still going to take them. What else did I want to cover here? It was Sol. Okay. So, really simple stuff here again. We took out this high. Just looking at the immediate price action, not really focused on what happened before the leg. And before the leg down. So, taking out that high, breaking below the low. Retesting the raid candle, and then getting some more distribution up here. So a sweep of those equal highs, breaking below, and if we jump onto the hourly, again, yeah, you can even say this low. All I'm doing is just marking out the exact same pattern and then looking for obvious objectives that price is going to reach towards. So here it looks like we're in a downtrend. Okay, what I'm thinking here is where's the most obvious place for price to be reaching towards? Where's the most obvious place for this downtrend to possibly stop or for price to start to retrace? So we have all of these equal lows resting here, this key low in particular. So if we can, so we got a sweep and a break, a sweep and a break, a sweep and a break. So it's not really an ideal spot to be entering shorts, but today if we can get a break in structure here and then a lower time frame trigger, something like that, then we could get short targeting this low, targeting this low here. If we get a retrace up, we have equal highs. Looking for another sweep and breaking structure there. So the idea is we have an objective. It makes the most sense that price should take out this low before we see any kind of retrace or reversal back to the upside, which means the next thing for us to do is to look for sweeps and breaks in structure to get short until this target is hit. So we have a possible setup coming up here, or if we take out these highs, looking to get short using BTC and ETH as confluence. Okay. Is there anything you guys want me to take a look at in particular? So I'll be back. Tomo. What time frame, buddy? I'll have to look at... I remember trading this shit years and years ago, hey. It's crazy. I have no idea what it does though. Did anybody get in on the shit coins over the last couple of weeks? I've been pretty inactive and not paying like much attention at all, unfortunately, but surely some of you guys got in on something. I bought some snow yesterday. I'm not telling you to do it. I have no idea what it is. Like, fucking... Look at this. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm pretty sure this was just made in paint. Like... Shit's crazy, man. But look. Like 5,000%. Only a 1 mil market cap, obviously. It's financial freedom. Oh, you got in on Mong? Nice, buddy. You faded Pepe in the first week. I'm so fucking mad. I've got messages in my on Twitter from people weeks ago telling me to buy it, eh? It was all over my feed before it even pumped. The amount of, like, after spending years and years doing this shit, the amount of fucking opportunities I've missed is absolutely insane. It really fucking hurts. Really hurts. I always get in right at the end of the cycle. Fucking metaverse, dog coins, meme coins. Miss everything. I got in right at the end of the NFT run, right at the end of the metaverse run. Got a little bit, but Jesus fucking Christ. You know, trading's fucking good and all, but I swear I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, online 12 hours a day still misses everything. Yeah, fuck. Literally though, it's fucked up. Imagine being here for years and still missing all of these fucking cycles, man. It's fucked up. Oh. Yep. Okay. Alright, we're looking at Tomo. Alright. Okay, so so we've taken out that high. Now we have some fresh demand sitting here. Not the best place to be getting long. Obviously, we've just fucking taken out this key high here. Buying now is like buying into resistance. Probably don't do that. But on the lower time frames, the chart's just so fucking gross, bro. Are you long or short this so I can draw up a chart that supports your bias? Yeah, DM, there's perks. I can sit here no matter what the cycle is, no matter what way we're trending, and still make money. Do I think I would have made more money by literally just focusing plainly on narratives? Most definitely, bro. Like a lot of the fucking big traders that I know, not necessarily like high follow accounts, but the guys that have fucking insane stacks, they all just trade narratives. You know, and I'm around the right people to even find those narratives, but I still don't. I just sit here and look at the fucking M1. I did catch FET. Yeah, actually, the AI narrative I got in pretty early. Fuck yeah. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Kaisenberg. I think we all ditch the easy in, easy out strategy and we all focus on narratives. Let's all just sit there and trade shit coins together. And we all post it on Twitter at the same time, pump our bags. Yeah, we'll get on to the US oil. I think there would be a lack of volatility. Look, maybe. Like, I fucking honestly have no idea. It's probably actually worth testing, to be honest. I've never been big into seasonalities. I know that around November I make a lot of money. And then December, January, February, I always get fucked. Every single time. Like when it goes into like mid-February, things start to pick back up again and then back into March. But at the start of the year, I'm always getting fucked. Yeah, let's just make our own shitcoins. Surely one of them has to work, eh? Surely. I'm sure we can. It probably just costs like $10, $15 on Fiverr. You can get someone to just copy another contract's code. Yep, let's do it. Really? I mean, just look at this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, what is this? Looks good to me, eh? I think, like, also this kind of adds to the bearish bias. You never see meme coins popping off mid-cycle. Like, it's very, very rare. Normally, when we see meme coins going off like this, or like fucking dog coins or whatever it is, it generally means if there's no strong bias behind it that the cycle's coming to an end. Like, that's what just makes the most sense to me. And and make money on BTC and ETH and a bunch of solid alts, and then rotate that money into meme coins, then rotate it back out into BTC and ETH, and then into stables. That's what makes the most sense. All right. Do you recommend trading? I will look at US oil, by the way, TRM. Just give me a sec. You recommend trading that one to help improve testing the strategy. I think you should trade the time frame that makes the most sense for your personal life. Like, I can wake up and sit here for the entire day without like any distractions at all. So trading the lower time frames makes sense for me, but it won't make sense for you if you have kids, have got to fucking go to work and things like that. So, but in terms of testing, for testing the strategy, the lower time frames is definitely a good idea. I posted a link in here a few months ago, but you can probably just Google it yourself. You should definitely download Soft Forex. And I say this to every single person that joins, everyone that asks me questions on Twitter or whenever I post results for anything. You should definitely gather your own data and test for yourself. Okay, don't just take my word for it. Go and test for yourself. Learn the strategy. I'd rather everyone does that. I don't mind posting calls, but I don't want people kind of just piggybacking it without understanding what it is that I'm doing. And on top of that, a lot of people that do end up testing the strategy come up with new ideas on ways to improve it. So that's the whole idea of this fucking group anyways. So definitely download Soft Forex, get into TradingView, gather your own data, not fucking 10, 20 trades. Literally just gather thousands and thousands of trades. Okay. All right. US oil. Actually, I want to go over nat gas as well. I'm still in some fucking, and Tesla. I'm in longs in nat gas and shorts in Tesla. So using the exact same concept here. Okay, so we have a sweep of this key low and then a break-in structure. This is the high that took us to zero or below zero. Okay, so it's a very important level. We're reaching into it now, but you can see how fucking giant this leg is. It wouldn't make sense from a risk reward perspective to try to get long right here, even if we're targeting all the way up at 150. But because we have all of these equal lows, it might leave us an opportunity after these have been taken. If they do get taken, if we get a sweep and then a break, something like that. Okay, that would suggest that buyers are stepping in below these lows, which is what you would want to see if you're looking to get long. Otherwise, if you're short, we have a sweep of all these lows right there. So this isn't really enough for me to get short just yet, but if we come back up higher up, let's say to here, get another sweep, another breaking structure, and then a drop, then you can get short there. But right now, we are technically sitting at support. We've got this high, and we've got all of this consolidation here. So the next likely scenario, which is kind of what we've already been seeing, would be for price to just chop about. Okay, you don't really want to be shorting into support. You'd wait until price reaches into a previous area of distribution right here to see if we get redistribution. If that distribution starts to fail, so let's say we get a weekly close up above there, and then we get accumulation, then that'd tell me, okay, price is going to start heading up. Okay, so we're sitting at support, no need to short here. If we get a break below and we get accumulation like that, then you can long. If we get a short up here, then you can short. If we break that, get a weekly close above, then you can long, or just using the exact same pattern. Okay, sweep followed by a break in structure. Alright. Yeah. I also want to look at Tesla. Okay, so we've got a sweep here of this high, followed by a breaking structure. We return to it, and on the lower time frames, we get another sweep and another break again. Right there. It's really fucking hard to draw up these charts. We got another sweep and another breaking structure there. We return. Okay. This candle here. We return to the candle that actually took the high, and then we drop off. Okay, so the entry was around 194-ish. Okay, if that continues to drop here, then we're all good. We do have this gap here that could get filled. So if we get something like this is kind of what I'm hoping for. There's another sweep and another break there. If we get a daily close up above here, then looking to cut my shorts. It may mean that I'm out at a loss, but it is what it is. So looking for a retest. Hopefully we get some more distribution there. If not, if we get the daily or weekly close up above there, then I think we continue up and probably run out this high. So we just have to wait and see. And that goes. Okay, so this was the most obvious high that took out these lows. You can see it on the lower time frames, on the higher time frames, I mean. We return to it, we test it, then we get another sweep and another break right there. We've taken out all these lows as well. So I am long, but what I'm looking for now would be a weekly close up above there. If we get that weekly close, waiting for a return. If we get some more accumulation, then looking to continue long into this high and then hopefully much higher up towards here. One of my ex-banking buddies is still short this. He thinks it's going to continue down, but he's been short for the entire year, so we'll have to wait and see. Is there anything else you guys want me to take a quick look at? Yeah, weird. Brad Pitt, the last few streams have been like really shit quality. It is set to 1440p though. It might be Discord, I've got no idea. No worries, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Alright, I think I'm going to call the stream there. Thank you everyone for joining. Like I said right at the start, we have CPI tomorrow. I think the next obvious thing until CPI would be for price to just chop about. Okay, so if we can get a retrace tomorrow pre-CPI and then some more distribution, looking to add into my shorts. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Dollar has those lows that it looks like it's going to take out, and ES also has some highs. So no worries. Enjoy the rest of your night and day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. And I did record the stream on OBS, so I'll be posting that in a sec. Alright, see you fellas.